Well, hello, everybody. Yeah, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I hope you can, because I just plugged this microphone in. So y'all give me thumbs up if you can hear me. Thank y'all for coming on in here. I got my co-host, she's coming, and we're gonna get started. How's everybody doing? Look, y'all already know what the day is, right? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? You already know. It is, yeah, it's hump day, but it's also what's on your mind. It's venting time. Okay. So now just let me give you a little synopsis of why I named it that. Because with, like I said, with everything that's going on, we got a lot of stuff going on in our lives, a lot of stuff on our mind. We upset about this, or we happy about this, and I just created this segment for whatever you got on your mind, something that done piss you off, something that done piss you off, you want to come up and talk about if you don't mind doing that. Okay. That's why I did this. Now let me properly say, welcome to Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast. I am your host, Angela Johnson, Miss J, and my co-host, Miss Janet Brown. She's gonna be tapping in momentarily. We're gonna see her, welcome her back, because she's been sick. So I'm glad she's coming back. We've been praying for her and all of that. Those that is watching me live, I want to thank you for doing that. Now, those that's gonna be watching me on a replay, now don't you know Miss J appreciate that too? Because I do. I appreciate that. So, with that being said, let me say this. I'm not gonna vent yet because I'm gonna wait till Janet get up. And let me say this. Anybody that's like I said, anybody that's watching and you want to matter of fact, I'm gonna put the link down here in the comments. There it is right there. If you want to come up here, if you want to come up here, and if you want to vent, there's the link right there. Now, if you want to hide your face, you can do that too. Because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I would never do that. Y'all share this out. Y'all share this out. Like I said, this is a segment that can y'all okay. I just didn't make sure somebody can hear me. Hold on. I'm gonna find out because I got my phone turned down, but I'm gonna turn it up and I'm gonna see if I hear myself talking. Okay, I can hear myself. I just want to make sure because y'all know what? Let me tell you what Miss J did. See, because ain't no shame in my game. I had a segment about a week ago for about 15 minutes. Nobody told me they couldn't hear me. And I was just wondering because it was some people in, right? And I was just wondering, okay, nobody is commenting. So then I finally made the statement. I said, well, look, can anybody hear me? And that's when everybody was like, no, we can't hear. I don't know why nobody didn't say anything after about 15 minutes. But what I did, yes, I did. I went right back over what I had said them 15 minutes. Yes, I did. I did that. See, that's the right thing to do. See, because I wasn't going to just continue on. I just wasn't going to do that. But anyway, and like I said, those that's watching, let me see something here. Those that's watching on my Miss J Speaks Talk Show page, thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I don't know if I told y'all, but I will let everybody know that I'm eligible to get stars. So I gotta go down there and to send a digital gift is now but 1 cent. Okay, I just want people to understand that just 1 cent. That's on my Miss J Speaks Talk Show and Podcast page, and my Face is by Angela J page. So those that's watching on that page, thank y'all for coming in. Y'all tap that screen, give me some reactions. Y'all do that. There she go. She's in here. Let me get her up here, y'all. This is my co-host. I am so excited. There she is. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all, my
It's good
co-host
to be back. I tell you that.
has been going through it, but she is in here.
I'm trying to be in here if I can get this.
You got it.
Well, I'm in
This
here.
is my co-host Janet. So once she get her phone situated, she's gonna say something to y'all.
Oh yeah. I
Let
just
her let's give her time to do that.
I appreciate y'all being patient with me. Just trying to get my
Let
how
me
you
turn
have
my
your
volume up.
tripod. Yeah, my tripod is acting a little weird. I just don't want it to jump out. But
Yeah,
yeah, there it goes right there.
there you go. Hey,
I had to be in a comfortable position. I couldn't
I
be in
know,
the studio, but I just
I
didn't want to
know.
miss it today.
It's okay. I know you've been. Everyone. This is my co-host, Miss Janet Brown. Miss Janet Brown, you got the floor.
Well, it's great to be back. I'm so happy to be here. Welcome, everybody. What's on your mind is venting time, and I
It
got
surely is. It
I got
surely is.
things on my mind. I tell you, so many things on my mind. I would love to share a lot of things, but I only want to share a couple of things that,
Right.
that are going on right now with me, and hopefully you guys will share too. what's
Mm-hmm.
on your mind, because that's what
Mm-hmm.
this is all about. It's venting time right here
Exactly.
on Miss J Speak podcast. And it's a great opportunity to come in here to vent, because we don't have a lot of places to vent,
That's
where
right.
we as women can speak and be heard.
There you
So
go.
by being on here and being able to encourage and build each other, it's such a positive thing. And that's why I didn't want to miss this segment. I've been missing that. And I missed that and I go back and watch the replays of them. And
Yeah.
man, I had something to say right there. And you don't get to, be heard, because in the real world outside of the podcast or the talk show, a lot of people don't pay attention,
Exactly.
but you're kind of forced to. If you're here, no one's interrupting you. We all
Mhm.
show respect for one another, and you learn a lot, and then you bring stuff to the table to help others as well.
That's right, Janet.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
that's
right.
thank everybody for joining Miss J. Because such a wonderful, pleasant place to be. Miss J is like a wonderful soul. One of my best of friends, even though we've never met in person. I feel like
Yeah.
I've been knowing her for a whole lifetime. And
Mm-hmm.
so, with that being said and done, what's on my mind today is just going through sickness and health, and grieving. Not because of me, for others. My close friends, very close friend of mine, lost her son, and people
Wow.
deal with death in different ways, and some deaths are expected, but it's the unexpected ones that throw you off, like truly, truly bad. It's the unexpected deaths that throw you off. It's the ones that there was no illness involved. Go ask your mom. There was no illness involved. There was no age involved. It's like,
Wow.
because this person was in his 30s, very young. And you think that death and illness comes along with age or being obese. People always
Mm-hmm.
want to put it on that either, oh, it's because you're too heavy, or it's because, oh, they were old, But this wasn't the case. He was very young. He was in his, very, very young, very intelligent.
Wow.
He was a very intelligent young man. I mean, like brilliant, smart, and he had lots of achievements. And he was her only son, only child, period. And so my heart just goes out to her, and her entire family, watching that boy come into the world. I know it was her blood son, but I feel like he was mine too, because
Mm.
his mother and I have been friends since, eighth grade. And so we go back a long, long way. We done been through a lot, and watching that young man grow up, my mama babysitting him, and
Yeah.
all that, And so, like I said, people deal with death in different ways, illnesses in different ways, but it's not about if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. How are you going to deal with it? That's what's on my mind today. How are you going to deal with a illness that you can't get rid of, and how would you deal with death unexpected? Because a lot of people say, well, that's the way of life, death.
Yeah.
Illness is the way of
Yeah.
life. But
Mm-hmm.
is it the way of life that God planned for us?
Come on now. Come
And,
on.
and truly, people say it's the way of life. That's natural. Have you ever heard somebody say that, Ms. Angela?
Oh,
That
yes, I have. Yes,
natural.
I have.
But according to the scriptures, there's nothing natural about death. According to the scriptures, God made man to live forever. He designed our bodies to heal themselves. He filled the earth with to
Hello.
Hi.
Excuse me, but hello. Good afternoon.
Good
I'm
afternoon.
Nicole.
Well, it's good to see you, Nicole.
Thank you.
Janet, Janet, you can finish. I heard some feedback. Um, do anybody got two
Yeah, it must be
devices
another
on?
device on. Let me go check and see if my other device,
Okay.
because I
'Cause
do
I
hear
heard some
like
feedback.
double stuff. But it was
Yes.
only after Nicole came on.
I'm gonna remove you, okay? You want me to remove you, Jan?
Yeah, and then we come back.
Okay. I got you
Hello.
backstage. You're backstage. but I still hear it.
hear it.
Nicole,
Nicole,
do you got
Yes.
two
two
devices
devices
going
going
on?
on.
No, that's my fan that's going on.
I hear an
I hear an
echo.
echo.
Let me see
Let
Mm,
me see
something.
something.
Hold on
okay.
for a
Hold
minute.
on for
Just
a
sit
minute.
right
Just sit
there.
right there.
Okay, let me see. Okay, see now when I'm up here alone, I don't hear it. Let me see. Nicole, go in and come back out. Let me see something. Go in, click out, and come back in. I'm gonna bring Jan back up. Okay, now
So
Jan.
yeah, it was only when Nicole came
Oh,
in it made the
right,
hmm
right. Okay, so I thought that's what was going on,
yeah.
but
So
we'll be okay.
yeah, we will.
Yeah,
But
come on
that's
back in, Nicole. It's okay, but that's what I thought. Okay, but go ahead on, Jan. I'm sorry.
so it was getting back to the people, the misconception of death is that that's the natural way of life. Um, that's that was that's what's supposed to happen. Everybody says, "Oh,
Uh
that's
huh.
natural. That's life." But like I said, according to the scriptures, that's not true. In Jeremiah 29:11, it states that Jehovah says, "I very well know the thoughts that I am thinking towards you," declares
Mm-hmm.
Jehovah, thoughts of
Right.
peace and not a calamity, to bring you a future and a hope. Does that sound like that God intended for any of us to die?
It don't.
No, he didn't. Even though he wrote this for the Israelites when they were going through the exiles of Babylon, had
Mm-hmm.
to go back to
Mm-hmm.
Babylon. But it
Mm-hmm.
was written from love because God
Hey,
inspired
Priscilla,
man to write this down so that we can benefit from it today.
come on.
He wanted us to know that the calamity that we're experiencing, including sickness and health, poverty, all those things, this is not what he intended for mankind.
It's not.
He intended for us to have a great future, you know. And so it's so loving when I think about it that way. That we got to quit putting the blame on God when it comes to death. Quit putting the blame on
Yeah.
God when it comes to
Yeah.
sickness.
Yeah.
Quit putting the blame on him because he's not the one that causes anything like that. He says that that's not what I intended for you. I intended for you to have a great future. And what goes out of his mouth, according to the Genesis, that he said he's gonna, that Adam and Eve's offsprings would prosper and have great things, right? We're not gonna make this a
Exactly.
whole biblical thing.
Exactly.
But he says, whatever goes out of my mouth will not return back to it without results. So
Mm-hmm.
those things still stand, but he has a time set for those things to come about. And not to forget that a lot of the troubles that we befall in our life and we don't want to take responsibility for is due to our own choices.
Say that
Our
again.
own
Say that
choices.
again.
It's due to
Say
the
that again.
choices that we make because God gave us free will. So we
See?
kind of put ourselves in some
Mm-hmm.
bad situations. No, we
Mm-hmm.
didn't put ourselves in a situation to die because we inherited sickness and death.
That's
But
right.
a lot of the trials that we go through, like poverty and things of that nature in America,
Mm-hmm.
we put ourselves in them. A lot of people like to get on the Africans about how they think they're better than us. No, Africans appreciate what they got. See, they
Very
made good
humble.
use of their time when they
Very
got over
humble.
here. You know what I'm saying?
Very humble.
Yeah, and they
Mm-hmm.
just, they say like, we didn't take this for granted that we live in America. We're gonna take this, we're gonna take advantage that we live in America and use
Mm-hmm.
all the education, free education. Remember, it was used to be free education. Now you got to
Yeah.
pay for a lot of
Now
things.
you gotta pay. You're right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're
All these
right.
grants
Mm-hmm.
and all the things that a lot of people come from foreign countries don't take it for granted. They utilize it. They take advantage of it. Whereas a
That's
lot
right.
of Black Americans and others didn't do that and they find themselves in poverty.
You're
So
right. You're right, Jan.
that's just what's on my mind, that I just get really upset when people blame God. Like they say, God wanted a new angel and that's why he took my child. Where in the Bible does it say that? If
Okay.
God wanted another angel, he can make one appear. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't have to take your baby to
Come
give
on.
him one. You understand what I'm saying?
I see you. I
He's
get
not
you.
he does not bring hurt upon us to make him happy. No. He's a giver of good gifts. He gave you the child. He
Makes
doesn't
sense.
take back his gifts.
That
He
makes
didn't
sense.
give you the child to take the child back from you. And then a lot of people die in crucial deaths. And then they still say God took it. So God gonna have your head blown off? You're gonna die of a bad disease? God
Yeah,
gonna do
you're right.
when
Because
God could
I've
just
heard
when
that.
God could just
You're right.
whoop, and just
You're
take
right.
you like that? No,
You're
he's
right.
not
Because I've heard
responsible.
people say that.
Yeah.
I
And
heard people say that, Janet.
Yeah,
I have. I heard
they
you
want
say
to
that.
know that, and I asked them the simple question is this, you know, I said that who holds the power, in this world today, and I'll ask you, Mr. Nicole,
Yes.
I want to ask you, who do you think controls the world? And it's not a trick question; it's just a question,
God.
and that's what, and I appreciate that. A lot of people say that, but with God in control of this world, why is this world so out of control?
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
turn your Bible to 1 John 5
You
19,
saw I
and I
had to
know you
sit
got
back
a
on
Bible.
that one.
I know you got a Bible because you look like a Bible reader. In 1 John 5 19, it says that we know that we originate with God, meaning that we know that God created us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Says, but the whole world lies in the power of the wicked one. You see what it said right there? So who do you
Wow.
think the wicked one is here?
Wow. Wow.
Then you look around and what makes sense?
Yeah.
Not saying that God can't control it. It's just saying
Mm.
that God's not controlling it because he chooses not to, because he got a time set when he's going to take everything back into his.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because he said all that in the scriptures too. But he said, I'm
Oh
coming
yeah.
as a thief when I get all that straightened out. So you have that choice to do what is right. But he letting it be your own free will. And the power
Mm.
coming from the one that's pulling the strings
That's
is
right.
that wicked one
Somebody.
whom they named Satan, the devil. He
Mm-hmm.
has many names, blasphemer,
Yeah.
Lucifer, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call him.
Whatever you
But
want to
he's the
call it.
one,
Right.
according to the scripture. Yeah, according to the scriptures, he's the one that's in
Right.
control,
There you
right?
want to call it.
Because if God was in
Mm-hmm.
control, I still say again, why is this world so out of control?
That makes a
This is
lot of
this.
sense there.
Remember Jeremiah 29:11 said that this is not what I had planned.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We have to really not just read the scriptures, but what we have
Understand it.
to understand it. And
Understand it.
that
There
takes
you go,
study
Nicole.
and meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And know your God. You know how you know your mama? Like I knew that when I came, if I wanted to do something that day when I got home from school, if we planned at school and what we were going to do at school, like, okay, girl, we're going to go to the movies tonight. I knew that if I wanted to go to the movies, I knew my mother, that I had to come in, making sure all my chores were done, make sure
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
I had my
Mm.
homework done, make sure she had no reason
To
whatsoever to
complain.
tell me no. That's
Mm.
how well I knew my mother. Well, see, that's how well you got to know your God. Then people won't be able to tell you falsification about him. See, nobody can tell me my God's a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can tell me
Mm-hmm.
that he kills little babies and put bad
No,
disease
nobody
and
would
stuff
never
on
be.
people.
No, me
No,
neither.
you can't tell me because I know him too well for that.
Uh-uh.
How do I
Uh-uh.
know him? Because not only do I pray to him, meaning that I'm talking to him, but I allow him to speak to me. And how do I do that? By reading his word, the Bible.
There you go. That's
See,
right.
See, we
That's
all
right.
want to talk to God, but we don't want to listen to him. So that means that we
Uh-oh.
don't read our Bible daily. See,
Uh-oh.
we're
Ooh,
not going to
I'm
listen.
trying to think. What is that saying? Saying
Uh-oh.
it's a saying. It's a quick to speak and something to listen.
Slow to listen. See, but we want to be slow to speak
Okay, that's what it is. Slow
yeah,
to speak
and
and
quick
quick to
to listen.
listen.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. So,
Mhm.
all right now. See, that's what I'm
I'm
talking about.
learning
So,
something. I ain't close to him, but I'm working on it.
That's
yeah,
okay.
you know what? I come to know about us as imperfection humans.
Mm.
That we're not perfect humans. We're imperfection of humans. And we all, whether we are Christians from infancy until we leave this earth, we're
Mm.
imperfect and we all work in progress.
That's right.
So while you're
That's
doing
right.
this and somebody else said, oh, she ought to be ashamed of herself. She got a bad mouth. She needs to sleep with somebody else. Look at you. When you're doing this pointing, how many fingers pointing back at you?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
My
You
grandma
got
used to say that
3
too.
pointing
That's
back.
right. Yeah, because I
And
know
we
I'm
are
not
not
perfect.
empowered, nor were we gifted, nor were we gave any of those jobs to judge. The only one that
Mm.
he gave that job to was his son, Jesus the Christ. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't have that right to judge anyone. Only thing we can do is share what we know about God, and then they make the choices on their own. And while we're doing that, pray for ourselves that we're intact, because that's what I pray at night when I close my eyes and pray. I pray that I hope my worship was pleasing to you, God. I hope those things were accepted by you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was on my mind today, because I know there's a lot of grief going on in our family due to
Yes.
this
Yes,
Yes.
unfortunate
I
death.
just, I just went through it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah,
I
see,
just, I just buried my stepdad Saturday. I just got back in town from my
oh,
hometown,
Mm-hmm.
and then my son, he's incarcerated, and
mm,
then his girlfriend called me today. She just had a miscarriage, so
oh, see,
Oh
it just,
man.
it's just a lot going
Ah,
it
baby.
on.
is a lot going on, and that's why we have to
Yeah.
persevere in prayer.
Yeah. So sorry to
And
hear that.
and we still, even though with all those things going on, we're going through a convention right now, and we have to do it on Zoom still because of the outbreak is still crazy, and I'm so sorry to
Mm-hmm.
hear about your loss, and I know that is a
Yes,
lot to take
sweetheart.
on. But I tell you what, the God of all comfort, He comforts
Yes,
those
he is. Yep. Yes,
that's
he
in need.
is. Yes, he
And
is,
He
sweetheart.
empowers those that be comforted by Him to comfort others. And I hope that my words today, you find some comfort in it, because He,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're going through these
Now, what
things,
you can do, wait a minute, Jan, what you can do, Nicole, if you feel like you want to remove yourself down, don't leave out with, want me to remove, I can remove you, but you still be in here. And when
yeah,
you're ready to come back up, I can hear you, when you say you ready, you click and you come back up. Because I don't want you to cry like this. You just, I don't want to be disrespectful for you like that, okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going
but
to remove
I
you
want,
down until you
but
get
I
yourself
hold,
together, okay?
but I want you to remember
Yes.
too, Nicole, that remember Revelations 21:3 and 4. For He said He gonna wipe out every tear from your eyes, and death and pain will be no more, nor will there be outcry, because the former things have passed away. The things that are going through today, the tribulation, that God's gonna take all that away one day. See,
Mm-hmm.
and He says He's gonna take it from every eye. And
That's
all the
right.
things I like when people said that God killed. I said, well, why does
I'm
the
gonna
Bible?
remove you, and whenever you get ready, you click your step back in. I want you to get yourself together, okay?
We can get Romans.
Okay. She
Okay.
can hear us in the back. She can hear us in the
Oh,
dashboard.
that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
she
Yeah,
can
I
hear
could
us.
hear you too when I was back there too. That's why I was saying, bring it back on.
Oh, okay.
We had Grandma's.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a lot of people are going through so much,
it
including
is.
myself.
It
And
is.
I take comfort in the scriptures, Angela. And
I
that's
know
why
you
I've been
do.
making it through. And that's why I had to take myself off of social media for a minute as I've been gone, because that's what I do. When I'm not feeling
Mm-hmm.
well, when I'm going through things, there your socks. And I'm going through things, I have to bury myself in talking to God and doing the things of Him. Because if I don't, I'll start, doing what most do, is feel sorry for themselves. Like, why?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We have that mentality. Why me?
Yep. That why
I'm
me
going
thing.
through all this. What have I done? The question should be, why not me?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Why not me? What makes me any different than anybody else? You know. So just know that that everybody around the world is going through some type of tribulation, some type of sickness, some type of stress, whether it's family disoriented, marriages being destroyed,
Mm-hmm.
child molestation,
Oh
uh,
man, yes,
you
yes.
know, just all types of things.
When you get ready to come back up, Nicole, you click back in whenever you get ready, sweetheart.
There's so many tribulating type of situations that people are going through. They need to know where they can go for comfort. And that's why I always incorporate,
Ready?
you know,
Yes.
Okay.
scriptural accounts to help those, because that's what He put it there for. We
Mm-hmm.
want to really take advantage of that. That's why I always, when I leave my cooking channel, I always says, never be stressed because you're way too blessed. And
Yeah.
I really mean that, because we are so blessed that we have a heavenly Father that inspired imperfect humans to put those inspirational rhymes and inspirational words that that
Come on.
happened to them. They walked
Mm-hmm.
that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Put it down in writing because we're those same people, just a different time.
Just a different time.
So that we can be strengthened by what they went through and
Mm-hmm.
how they got through it.
Exactly.
See? And so
Exactly.
that's what makes you draw close to God right there. See, he loved me that much that he inspired them to write that down right there. And you know, there's been people that have been trying to destroy God's word, the Bible, for many years, where it was a time when they gathered all of them together and people were killed and persecuted for having Bibles and Bible literature in their homes, that they put them all in a pile and burned them.
Mm-hmm.
There was a
Mm-hmm.
young man that I knew, Tendo. Don't do that, baby. That's my grandbaby.
Yeah.
His last name is Tendo. That he risked his own life to say preserve God's word. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And they burned him on a stake, crispy, black to the core. But God's word got preserved, and so because it's going to benefit us, he wasn't worried because he know God. He know that resurrection is going to take place.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take place.
Mm-hmm.
It says in John 5:29.
Exactly.
Remember what John 5:29 tells us? What? He says that all those in the memorial tombs are gonna hear my voice and come out.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus says. He said, in the beginning, he says, do not be amazed at this. Jesus said, why are you shocked? Don't be amazed at this. Don't you remember when I rose Lazarus? Don't you remember the little girl I brought back from the dead?
Come on.
He said, don't be amazed by this. He said,
Mm-hmm.
all those are in my memory that I'm going to bring back.
Wow.
That's what he said in the
I
scripture.
appreciate that.
He said, those that did vile things to judgment, and those that did good things to a resurrection of life right here on earth. So when we go through that time of judgment, y'all, do you think that that's a bad thing? A lot of people don't understand that. They say, well, he's going to bring him back, to do this. No, if he loved you enough to bring you back, now you pay attention to this. If he loved you enough to bring you back, do you think he loving you enough to bring you back just to kill you all over again when he could have left you there? No, he bringing you back to give you another chance.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly.
what that part comes along. And
Exactly.
according to the scriptures, and which I love to teach, anything that you all hear today, anything that you are concerned about of scriptural things that I'm talking about today, feel free to inbox Janet Brown. Feel free to get in contact with me because I am a certified Bible teacher from the age of 14 years of age. And not to say that I know it like the back of my hand because I still have to read and study it every day. That's a class that you'll never graduate from, but these things are scriptural. These are not things that I make up. These things that I read from God's word, the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
according to the Bible, in Judgment Day is going to last 1,000 years.
1,000
So that
years.
person that's been brought back, that's been living a foul life, is getting an opportunity to get his life together without the influence of the devil, because the devil gonna be locked up in the abyss for that 1,000 years.
For that 1,000 years, that's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Now God is seeing who influencing you now, or is that your own heart?
Yep.
That's
wow.
amazing. I tell you, the study of the Bible, there's nothing like studying the Bible. Reading the Bible, I met people that read the Bible 10 times or more and still go, wow, like you're saying, to scriptures that I brought up. I'm like, well, how did you read the Bible 10 times and you didn't see this? How? Because they didn't study it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't study the Bible. They didn't take a section of it and study that. When I say study the Bible, that's looking back. When was it written? Who wrote it? What time and era was it wrote? What influenced them to write it? What were they going through when they wrote it? Okay. What are the characteristics of this writer? That's studying your Bible.
Wow. Nicole,
well,
you got something on your mind?
I'm on the podcast.
No.
Well, I do.
And
it's a video that I came across. And when I tell y'all that video
podcast
got up under my skin, I'm gonna show it. That video got up under my skin. So I said today, I'm gonna show this today. And and I know what y'all see it. As a woman, let me go on and find it. Let me go on and share my screen. Because I just had to talk about this.
Yeah.
Just had to talk about this one. It's a one or two more, but this one right here, I'm gonna talk about this one. Let me see, share screen.
What you say your name is on Facebook again, Miss Janet?
Janet Brown. You can follow me on Jan's in Her Own Kitchen as well. I do plant-based meals there. But you can inbox me on Messenger, Janet Brown.
Okay. And what was that? It was another saying you said, you too blessed to be stressed.
Yes, ma'am. Too blessed. We here today. We got an opportunity. We woke up this morning.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
right. That's right.
And when you woke up this morning, Nicole, did you need somebody to bathe you?
No, ma'am.
Man, you blessed. I used to take care of people that need to be bathed. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
We can bathe our own self and wipe our own butt. We're too blessed to be stressed.
Y'all, I gotta find it.
Yeah,
I know how I'm gonna go on and find it. The quickest way, I'm just gonna go to my Facebook page and find it. Because I shared it on Facebook. Let me just go on my Facebook page.
What's your last name, Nicole?
Plant.
So are you on Facebook?
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
Okay, maybe I can find you and request to be a friend. And then and once we be friends, then you can hit me on Messenger.
Okay.
That's probably what it is, right? Because why she can't find you? Yeah, okay. I'm on my page now, y'all. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna find it.
I need my glasses because I won't be able to see without my glasses.
I'm trying to tell you, as a woman.
What was it concerning? Oh, let me lock my card up.
Let me go right here. If I tell you what it's concerned, I'm gonna tell you what it's about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here it is, right here. All right, so I'm come back. Here I am. Then it says share screen.
Man, I need my glasses.
Share screen. Okay. So I'm gonna go to Chrome. There's my Facebook. Share. All right, can y'all see this?
I'm gonna put my get a little closer here.
Do y'all see that right there?
I see a little bit.
I see a lot of stuff. But
okay, hold on. Let me put it up.
Okay.
Let me make it bigger. What about now? Y'all see that?
A little bit.
I can't get it because it's big. Okay, let me go and tell you what's going on. You see what it says right there? Brazilian. Go ahead on.
Brazilian anesthesiast film putting his penis in pregnant woman's mouth
after a C-section.
What?
Yes. He got caught doing that. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Nasty self. Are you serious? Do y'all see what he did to that woman? She just laid up there and just had a baby.
I'm gonna taser you. I'm gonna taser you right here, right now. It is not your right.
Yes, it is.
It is not your right.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, y'all.
Do you want to sit in my car?
No, I don't want to sit in your car, and I'm not sitting in your car.
This was another one.
No, it ain't.
But y'all, do y'all see? Hold on, let me stop screen share. There we go. Did you see that?
Yes, a little bit. Yes, ma'am.
But what I don't, but that's the biggest I could get it. I got it off. It was on Instagram.
Okay.
So I clicked on it to bring it up to make it bigger. You know. I clicked on it. Yeah, I clicked on it to make it come up bigger, and it that's the biggest. You know that it was gonna
I'm right with you.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's the biggest that it was
Come here, hurry up.
Let me see something. Just to make sure. That's the biggest. Yeah, see, that's the biggest that I could get it to come. It's up big. You see what I'm saying? I can't get it no bigger.
Yeah, it had to be. Because I didn't do nothing. I just got out the bag.
I can't get it no bigger. You feel what I'm saying?
You doing too much.
But just to have that going on, and this woman then had a C-section, and this was the anesthesiologist.
Yeah, I had to get me some glasses, y'all. I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, really?
That's why I had to go get me some glasses.
That was an anesthesia. That was an anesthesiologist doing that. Are you serious?
Boy,
are you serious?
Anesthesiologist did something. Oh Lord, I don't even want to look at that.
You see it?
I don't want to see it, sis. That's too traumatizing for me.
But that's what I'm saying is I'm trying to figure out. I know the shield thing
the
is
woman
over.
Just got through having a C-section, and while she was under, he put his penis in her mouth.
Yes, but what I don't understand is why them other two people, I noticed that the Drake thing is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand why somebody filmed it.
That's the point. So that's what it was for. The weirdos are the filmers and the person that did it. They planned that. That's a plan.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
well, I'm hoping they
it
caught
wasn't
him.
by accident. He planned
but
it. Psycho.
I just said, Lord, this woman sitting up here that had a baby cut out of her, and that's what he thought to do to her.
Yeah, it's some sick.
Are you see what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
They got my goat. They got my goat.
Yeah,
because it doesn't make any sense that I feel like he got caught. I feel like the person that was filmed it to take it to get him in trouble.
I don't know. I don't think nobody would be that slack in showing, like allowing somebody to see that. I think the person that filmed it was part of it. I don't know for sure, but I just honestly think they were part of it. I honestly do. I think that a lot of these films that are produced like this, because people do anything for likes.
Yeah,
do anything for views, and I think that that's what it was for. I think it was all planned. I don't think the woman had
that was one of the horrendous things.
Sick as it comes.
Yes, I mean to do that, to humiliate her like that. She landed there up on the anesthesia. They had a baby cut out of her.
That's the kind of stuff scared me. I don't want to go in the hospital.
See, I mean, man, you just don't know what they're doing to you when you up under the anesthesia like that. You don't know.
My remember Soraya, my niece that's in Atlanta, the doctor, remember?
Yeah.
Where her mom just had to have open heart surgery, and she just had a problem with her heart, but now she got her ankle and everything has been almost broken. And
what?
So, like they don't know what happened. You know what happened. What do you mean you don't know what happened? Did she have problems with her leg? No, she didn't have no problem with her leg when she came in here. She didn't come in here with problem with her leg.
You're kidding.
They did that during transporting her from one table to the other, and then they walking by and not caring and rubbing against, catching that foot and didn't care and just snapped it. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. This is something that just recently happened. There was nothing that people, you don't know. It's scary. People say, why aren't you getting your checkup? Why are you getting your this? Why are you going to the hospital, putting up on it? I thought my husband had to go in for a procedure and he had to be put to sleep. Well, babe, I got to be in here. That ain't you're not going to cut him open. I don't see why I can't be in here. Because I don't trust you. Is why. I can gear up. I can scrub up and put on,
Yeah, put that gown, the protective thing on.
I can do
Yeah,
all that. That's no big
exactly.
deal. I stand back to the side. I'm not going to bother nobody. But the theory is, I'm going to make sure you're not going to do no foul play up in here.
You better come on with it, because as you seen just then, you don't know what they be doing up in there when your loved one is out
Your
and
loved ones in there.
they up on anesthesia. You don't know what they're doing to your loved one up in there.
Yeah.
You don't know.
And these
So
people just
if you could put that suit, if you could put that suit on and stand either in there or outside of that window and watch.
Looking up that window, being able to watch.
Yep. That's right.
And that's what it's going to come down to. You know, it's going to come down to that eventually, because there's been so much foul play. There was a lady that went in there in the unit that where my niece, not in that actual unit, but in the same hospital where she works. And, you know, she's over the COVID unit. She's a manager. And she was a black lady that came in there for some other problems and wasn't feeling well, but she didn't have COVID. That was the first thing that they tested her for, was COVID. She didn't have COVID. They messed up and they killed the woman. Oh my Jesus. And then they labeled her COVID. They tagged her COVID.
Oh, they covered it.
So my niece is struggling with herself now because she knew about it. It wasn't on her floor, but she said that woman, she was so distraught. She's still distraught. She said she didn't have COVID. Why did they say that she died of COVID?
And she haven't told it. She got to keep quiet.
Because she don't have proof, and she don't know where the error went. She don't, because it didn't happen on her floor. But what she do know is when they tested her for COVID, she didn't have it. Then they took her to another floor. You see what I'm saying? So she don't have it. She's still trying to figure it out. You know, how can she do this? You know, like, how can she nail the person or people? There's a group, you know, it's a whole, somebody messed up. How can you find out?
Yeah, somebody messed up on that. That was
and to see her family come in and out of there, she said, was killing her. They were hurt and crying so bad. She didn't have any respiratory problems or anything. She didn't have COVID, period. She didn't have COVID.
But they lied and said she did.
That's where a lot of people died. During COVID, a lot of people died due to them lying and saying that you have COVID. So we have to be careful, y'all. Every time we have a sniffle, we need to go back to them old school remedies.
Those are the one that's gonna save us, right there. Them old school remedies.
Stay out of them.
Believe it, but yes, it do. Yes, it do.
Unless you are under a life-threatening situation, and you go in there and they save your life or they don't, you can't lose, because it's either you was going to stay at home and die or you were going to go there. If it wasn't a life-threatening situation, stay out of them hospitals. And that came from the top. That came from my niece, worked from Atlanta, Georgia, in Emory Hospital.
She said, I know that thing is still bothering her.
Yeah, she said, Amy, stay out the hospitals. Stay out of them. If you can keep from going, don't go. That's how bad it is. And she was one that was 100% always behind the healthcare, community.
Hey, Veronica. Thanks for coming in.
Now she's saying, stay out of there.
Stay out of there. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it's life-threatening. I mean, unless you didn't fell out with a heart attack, yeah, you got to go. Well, then they're going to, either they're going to save your life or they're not. You're not winning or losing at this point. You got to go. But, unless you're bleeding to death or something that, is out of your control, stay out of them hospital. Keep running. Oh, I think I got COVID. It's much things worse than COVID out here, y'all.
It surely is.
Not the only thing that can take your life. Human error can take your life.
Say that again, Janet.
Human error can take your life.
Can take your life.
My son,
that makes a lot of sense.
My son back in 2013 got shot in his head. In the back of his head with a 45. I was crawling around on the hospital floor because that's my only boy. Thank God, please don't let my boy die. I know my boy is not no different than no other boy.
Come on now. That's right.
Nor is he even in a comparison to yours. But please, not mine today. Not today. Don't let him go today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The man came out of Ben Taub out here in Houston, Texas, in the trauma. It's the best trauma unit in the world.
Wow.
In Texas, Ben Taub. He came out and said, "Ma'am, please." He said, "My husband, sir, please get your wife off the floor." I said, "Please leave me alone. My son, don't let my son die, please." That's how I was. Not to be dramatic, but I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
This is venting time. I'm telling you what's on my mind.
That's right. That's right.
I can relate. I can relate.
A nasty, infested hospital. I don't care how you clean it. It's the nastiest place in the world. Did I care? No. My son got a 45 bullet in his medulla oblongata.
Ooh.
That's the stem, life stem of your brain.
Sure is.
If you cut it all the way through, your life is done. The bullet was stuck in there, and my boy was just laying up there. I'm hollering, "Please, God. Not my son today." He said, "Sir, please get your wife off the floor. Please, please." And they was all trying to help me up. And I was getting up. And I said, "Don't let my son die, sir." And I was holding on to his coat and slobbering and begging this doctor. He said, "I've done all I can for your son. I don't even understand why your son is still alive."
Woo.
Girl, my back straightened up like somebody shoved a stick up it. I'm telling you the God honest truth.
Tell it now.
I said, "I do."
Come on.
I knew then that this was not man's call.
Amen. Amen.
He said, because if I said, "You can take the bullet out," he said, "it would be an error on my part that your son would die." I said, "But you probably got good steady hands." He said, "But I'm human."
Okay. Okay.
And I can make an error, 1 centimeter of an error. Your son will not be here anymore. If we leave it alone, it's a possibility that he may make it, but he's going to have many problems. I said, "Don't touch my son. God got this."
God. Thank you. Thank you.
And not only did that happen, I left the hospital. This all happened in 24 hours. I left the hospital. Within the next 3 hours, they were calling me and saying, "Ma'am, your son's out of control." How can my son be out of control with a bullet in the back of his head, and he was stretched out on a stretcher in a trauma unit? Well, they had gave him some medication. I'm gonna tell you, medication is be careful of that medication, y'all.
You better tell it.
They gave him some medication that he's allergic to, that I'm allergic to. If they had looked at his, profile,
they would have known
his history. They would have seen what it happens to us when we get that in us. Okay.
Okay.
And it had standing up. This man that was shot in his head that couldn't move. He was standing up in the bed, pulling the stuff, that insulation out of the ceiling.
Are you serious?
And when I came in, he said, Mom, I said, "My son, how's you standing like this?" And I was like, "How's you standing like this? Son, come down. What's going on?" I was freaked out. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like this in my life. And I grabbed my boy, and my boy, I'm 6'2". My boy is 6'4", 6'5". I grabbed my boy. He said, "Mom, they everywhere, Mom." The medication had him hallucinating. Had his adrenaline pumping 95 miles an hour. I can only imagine how hard his heart was. That he's standing up. That's adrenaline.
Yep. Sure is.
Girl, I grabbed my boy. He said, "Mama, they everywhere. They're trying to kill me. But I know you can get me out of here." That's what that boy said. "You can get me out of here, Mama." I grabbed my boy, wrapped his arms around my neck, heisted him on my back, walked my baby out that hospital within 24 hours of him being shot in the back of his head. My baby's still making babies today.
And the one I shared with y'all today, he been shot.
Oh, wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's my
That's a
miracle
miracle,
baby.
baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
those are miracle kids.
that's my miracle baby.
Yes, my baby still got that bullet in his head to this day.
Now
My
Wow.
see,
baby
they
can't
got the
smell. My baby can't taste,
mm,
Wow.
and he couldn't even see. But his eyesight
mm,
came in slowly because remember I told you that's the stem of the brain
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's
that
right.
controls all that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And only time he can like really enjoy food if he goes on the memory, which is the frontal part of his brain, because that wasn't
um,
damaged for a while. But he started leaking. He said he's leaking again now. He just got out the hospital. He started to leak fluid because it cracked the cranium. So he has
um,
issues, and the water will run down through and start dripping if he puts too much
mm,
pressure. Something's going on, like stress,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
drugs,
Okay.
mm,
alcohol. He's not supposed to
Mm-hmm.
do any of those things. You know what I'm saying? But he could
so,
see for a long time, and then when he did, when his vision started coming back, Nicole, he started. When he first seen anything, it was upside down,
oh,
and
okay.
then he started seeing sideways, and then he finally started seeing straight up and down.
Oh
He went
wow.
from a walker until now he's running. When I
Oh,
tell
Girl.
you, God got his hand in it, can't nobody touch it. You
you
see what I'm
right
saying?
about
He got,
that.
and there was
I tell
nothing
my
wrong
son
with
that every day.
it. The man said, I can't do nothing.
Mm,
Then Jehovah said, watch me. Because we as parents always think that we can protect our
Wow.
children, and really it's not us protecting our children. It's God protecting your children,
That's right.
mm,
you
That's
know.
right.
And it's
mm,
and it's not that, that that anybody wakes up, from alarm clocks. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
mm,
It's God that woke you up.
Yes,
Because if
ma'am. Yes,
alarm
yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
clocks woke you
Yes,
up,
ma'am.
if alarm clocks wake you up, then we need to set them all over the cemetery.
Set them all up. Yeah, set them all up. Because you know what? Of course, my birthday was last Wednesday. And
Mm,
I was out there with my dogs that Wednesday morning, like, and I was out here in my little field. Got a little field on the side. I had them out there. And I just stood out there while they was out there playing or whatever they're doing. And I just
mm,
had a moment with my father because
mm,
what I did, I thanked him. I
Mm,
thanked him for having it to the point where I was able to turn over this morning and get up
yes.
at turning 60 years old. And I stood out there on my side over here and I started crying. I said, Lord, I thank you. I said, because it's somebody somewhere didn't get a chance to see 60 years,
That's right.
60 days, 60 minutes, 60 hours. I said, but you chose to continue to have your angel to tap me
Yeah.
and woke me up
I
this
woke you up for
and
60 years.
I just stood out there and I stood out there, I said, Lord, I thank you. Because y'all know what? I'll be very honest. It's been a while since I had my conversation with him. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
And I was so humble. I was just so humble standing out there. And I just said, Lord, I said, look at this beautiful day we got, beautiful morning here, and you
mm,
woke me up.
Yes.
I was just so full. I really
mm.
was.
We got to understand that God loves us. Nicole, your family that got shot, is he okay?
Yes, that's the one that's incarcerated.
Okay.
He's
So,
he had a colostomy bag on. They took that off April the 28th because it went through his buttocks and went through like his chest, so he had to have surgery. Then like his forearm, and the bullet came through the top of his arm.
oh wow.
So he
Wow.
had to have
That must have
stitches
been
and
like a that
staples.
must have been like a 22 or something.
Yeah,
That's a
but
big
he got a plate in his hand and staples and stitches he had in his hand.
oh
What?
And
oh wow. Oh wow.
yes, and they had to cut him open, and he had I think it was 35 staples in his stomach.
Mm,
Ooh,
mm,
Yeah,
ooh.
and his
Mm,
arm, I think he had 35 too.
see, and how old is he?
mm.
He's 19.
Oh, girl.
Mm,
Oh, that's so sad.
mm,
Yeah. But
mm.
he's living. I talked to him today for the first time. I haven't spoke to him because he was incarcerated when I was in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I
Well,
talked to him
we
for
gonna
the
be praying,
first time.
just, to continue to heal. And you know what he got on his side is youth. See,
Exactly.
that's what saved my boy. He said if he had been older, then
Um,
he probably wouldn't have made it. Being that he has youth on his side, he has
Mm-hmm.
time to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Time for all those nerves to come back
That's
because
right.
those are
mm,
things that has to
That's
come back
right,
together.
Nicole. That's right.
Yeah. So he got youth on his side. Being
mm.
older is bad, and not just these young people. It's you hate to hear about something like that happen. I got a grandson, 18. That would just kill me.
Mm. Now your son is 19.
19. All right, see you
Wow.
later.
Well, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
Wow.
he's 19. And I'm like, when it happened, like I broke down. I couldn't breathe. Like I could breathe, but it's like my heart was pumping so fast. My mouth got dry,
oh
real dry. I
yeah.
had to drink some water, and I seen my son down there on the floor. He grabbed my ankle, was like, "Mom, don't leave me." I say, "I ain't going nowhere. I've been
Mm-hmm.
at the hospital when he was there. I stayed with him. I cried, and still to the day, I still cry and think about it. So it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe yes.
Yeah.
Now my
Yeah.
son didn't tell me not to leave him. My son said I was praying so hard. He said, "Mom, I'm not dead." That's all he said. He was laughing like this. He said, "Mom, I'm not dead." Because I was saying all kind of prayers and stuff. He said, "Mama," I said, "I know, son." He said, "You praying like I'm dead or something, Mama?" I said, "I'm not." I said, "Boy, I can't believe you talking." He was talking. This
um,
all happened within that 24 hours. He just didn't open up his eyes. He never
Mm-hmm.
opened up his eyes at all.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Mom, I'm not dead." He said, "But now I know why you didn't let me do the things that I wanted to do. I know why, you were so strict on me as a young man. I know why now, Mom. You were
Oh yeah, he
yeah.
know. Yeah, he
He,
know.
he told me today, he was like, "Mom, it's stuff biting me in here." I said, "Now see, I understand, but the consequences, this is what happens. Like he had did what he did or whatever, so that's why that led him there. But I told him you
Mm-hmm.
have to think before you react." So
right.
he was like,
It was
he's
my
gonna
son
come out.
too,
He's
Nicole.
gonna
It was due to his actions is what caused
uh-huh,
him to get shot like he did.
uh-huh,
Being doing stuff that mine was that he had no business doing. You know,
uh-huh.
being somewhere that he had no place being. You know,
Well, see,
and
the only reason he got shot, he was coming from the store, him and his cousin. And I don't know what happened prior to that. He probably said something to somebody, did something to somebody. I don't know.
oh
But
wow, so you don't know why he got shot?
See how teenage. See that's teenage. See that's what's.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the good thing about it, they got all of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
where
they
he's
caught the
at.
people that did it. Well,
Yes, ma'am.
they didn't catch the guy that did it to my son.
Oh wow.
Mm-mm. He
Caught
was
him.
from out of the country. He was from Cuba somewhere or something.
Oh wow.
They didn't catch him. He was in the wrong place.
Yeah,
And
that's what I say. Sometimes you be at the wrong place at the wrong
Wrong,
time. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sometimes
but they
you be at the
caught
wrong
him.
place at the wrong time.
My son was going through some mourning because he had just lost his daughter 2 or 3 days prior to that.
Oh wow.
Oh
My
wow.
granddaughter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So let me mention one more thing that I got a little concern about. Um I don't know if anybody I don't know if it's affecting anybody like it's affecting me. Let's put it that way. Because it might not be
Mm,
affecting everybody.
mm.
But is it anywhere that we can go and apply for some few stamps?
I'm not gonna play with you.
um,
I am not gonna play with you.
I'm trying to think.
But I
You
tell
could
you
go to
one
your
thing.
county
I tell you
that
one
I
thing.
know.
It's going to be a big controversy about that because your fuel is not your fuel. I know that. And
Exactly.
can't nobody tell me nothing different because I done tested it out. I've been testing my fuel tank. Way before everybody started talking about this, I've been testing it. I keep on filling up my tank. Why, when I go to the corner down to the Valero, why is my gauge moving? Why is
See?
it dropping down? Why is it
Yep.
if I go around the corner, I'm already then spent a quarter of a tank?
I think they got water in it. I think they
Yeah,
put water in
the
it.
heat itself is making it evaporate, and it has to be water.
It has exactly. It
It
has
has
to,
to be.
because
Yeah,
this is just ridiculous.
yeah. It's
When
not only
you
just
go
the
where
prices,
to
it's the
get
what the
your
gas not lasting.
fuel.
Anywhere I see maybe about $3 and something. I try to get over there to them folks.
Girl,
You
we ain't
know,
got nothing say no $3. Everything here, our gas here in Houston is 5 and above.
Mm.
Where
Well, that's how it is in Jersey too.
my
When I was
hometown
up
in
there.
Oregon is $7.
oh my Jesus.
Mm.
So
And so we got this big Yukon. We got this big Yukon 2500.
see them
Mm.
Right now,
no, you
to
know
hubby
that
fix it. My Mercedes. I got a little Mercedes, the little Mercedes SUV.
yeah.
That's down. Let's see. I could probably even though with the prices like it in there, I probably could take $30 and fill her up. But see, it take like 100 to
It
fill
ain't
this
it ain't
joker
gonna
up.
it ain't gonna make no difference because whether it's $30 fill up, will the gas stay there? That's the
Exactly. I think they got something in this gas. I really
because
do.
I drive a Ford Explorer, the limited, with the 3 rows, and it's just tearing my tank up.
See, and you're right, Janet. It got to be water in
It's
it for
got
it
to
to
be something
evaporate.
wrong with it. That's not right. Something's
Because
very
gas, if I'm not mistaken, is not going to evaporate.
no gas don't evaporate. No,
Exactly.
gas does not.
When I
Exactly.
bought a bag of ice, because I buy a bag of ice from the ice machine. Before
Right.
it was $2.50. Now it's $3.
See what I'm
I
saying?
said, what in the world? Everything just going up.
So you have been in Piggly Wiggly, the one in Rocky Mount over on Thomas Street, where they got the chicken wings for $65 in a pack.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay.
But
And
I don't shop there.
that's why I was telling I was shopping the other day, and I was telling this lady, I said, I'm sitting here looking at this, and looking at this. I said, now which one I need to get? And I told her, I said, you know what? I said, I need me some food for some food stamps. I said, go this right here. I'm sitting here trying to decide on whether if I want to get this or this. We need food stamps because
These
it's
are
to the
food
point now.
stamps.
This food is so high now. It's just like you're trying to say, well, look, do I need these chicken wings right now at $65 in a pack? Come on, and
That's
I
why
think
I go.
about 15 pieces in there, 15 chicken wings. Are you serious?
I'm glad. Hey, I don't eat meat. See,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what it's gonna go back to the original way. See, God said these things were gonna happen. Y'all already know this, so it's not shocking to me.
yeah.
How prices change. All these things that are happening, we're already foretold. It's Bible prophecy. So I don't know why people be so shocked when it happens. They be shocked when they already been forewarned, as if God was just putting it in the Bible just to be saying something. No, it's got to take place. You just have to be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? So being vegan has prepared me to eat off the plant, the land.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is plant-based. And then know how to prepare those foods is so extraordinary. It's so exciting. It's amazing the type of foods that are out here, plant-based, that you didn't even imagine. But God created us, y'all. And
Well, I know I've been eating. I know I
that.
have been eating. I've been eating some about it. I've been eating on that plant-based sausage. I like that. The plant-based
And you can
sausage.
make your own. See, I'm
I
getting
don't know
more
how to do all that
into
now.
creating. You're going to before it's over with. Watch me.
Yeah, because I'm gonna teach you. Gonna teach you.
Sure is. And because you know why? Because we got to survive, Angela. Because all this is going to change. And see, all that plant-based stuff that they got is prepared, just like eating prepared foods. That normal food that's not good for us. Those things are not good. They're temporary fix, and excuse me, every now and then want to eat them, but that's not the healthy route to go.
Okay.
All that soy, tofu, things that I make and eat, those things are, shortcuts. But when you take raw vegetables that come out of the ground
Okay.
and create a delicious, extraordinary meal, where it's tasting like meat, where it's tasting like potatoes or whatever starch, and then you got all your food groups that you think you got there, but you're getting the nutrition from them. You're getting your calcium, you're getting your protein, you're getting your fiber, you're getting your dairy, you're getting all these without using animals, fillers.
Okay, that makes sense.
God created us to live forever, and He had already provided the earth with these things.
You better do that.
Yes, He did.
But Nicole, what you don't know, Nicole, is Jan had planned, but something happened. She's gone. We're going to, my well, don't even try to do it for this month. We might really shoot for next month. This month is what about gone already.
Yeah,
But what we are planning on doing is schedule another date where Jan, Jan, you tell about your kitchen. You tell about it.
Well, Jan's in her own kitchen. And when Jan's in her own kitchen, I make plant-based meals because I'm vegan. And I've had 2 strokes, in the past. And
Nicole, when you get a chance, go and scroll and watch our first segment that Jan did with me back in October. She helped me launch my podcast. And it's called Women's Health. When you get a chance, scroll and find it. You go hear her testimony.
Is it on this page?
It's and it's on YouTube also.
Oh, it's on YouTube also.
It's the very first episode.
Okay.
My doctor came out to my house the other day because they make house calls for me. It's such a blessing. I don't take it for granted. And they came out and I was telling them about, say, oh, your blood work is great. You just got this, you done got a hold of something bad, gut. And he said, but the best thing that you could have did? I said, what's that? It's change your lifestyle. Becoming vegan was the best thing you could have did for yourself. So now we have to rule out clogged arteries. We don't have to we can rule out diabetes. You know what I'm saying? All those things that came along with the regular, the norm of what man.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to be concerned with those things. I don't have sugar problems. I was borderline diabetic.
I remember.
I don't have those problems. I don't have cholesterol issues anymore. I have those problems. So my problems are reversible so far,
See?
Something grab you, that is, not uncommon to man's imperfection, like cancer or something like that.
Right.
But drinking and eating alkaline fights cancer.
Oh, really?
So now, yes, ma'am. And so now, not only am I a vegan for plant-based, but I turned into an alkaline vegan. So that's something new too that I'm going to be introducing.
Okay.
And the history of that is during my illness that I've been going through, I come to learn that alkaline is even better because alkaline is a cancer fighter and a preventative of cancer. And it's made way, way, way more healthier. Yes, I'm getting ready to I've lost like tons of weight already since I've just been sick. But I'm a big girl. I come from, my grandpa was 7'2". I got to really take it off. I'm 300 and some pounds already. I'm still 350. But let me show you how 350 looks on me.
But you look good. I'm just looking at
that's
you.
What I was getting ready. Yeah, that's what I get ready to tell you.
Oh, really? Thank you guys. Hold on a minute, y'all.
You're beautiful. Yeah. You don't look 350 though.
Really? Even in
I would have never known.
Oh,
I would never. But see, people wear it different. That's what she's getting ready to show, how people wear it different.
Right, Angela. Oh, girl, that ceiling fan like they took my phone. Girl, if I would have fought that ceiling fan, girl, like it was flesh and blood. Do you understand? She said, Okay, hold on, man. Let me, there we go. Because it hit it and messed it up. Oh, yeah. Come on now. Don't start acting stupid. It is not this serious. It didn't hurt you.
Is that Callie with you?
No, Callie upstairs watching her own TV.
Oh, okay.
So y'all tell me if y'all can see the whole body.
Now how can you tell? Now how can you tell that? No, girl. No,
go ahead.
See, that's why I said
How you say check what your mama gave you?
Girl, I ain't got that much. I ain't got no hips, no booty. Okay.
But see what I was saying? But see what I mean, don't it, Nicole? How people wear it different?
Yeah, I weigh 350 pounds.
I would have never known it.
Where?
That's what yeah.
Everywhere.
That's what I'm talking about. Where?
And I'm trying to lose this 50 pounds, girl.
But that's all right. That's
but where?
That's what
she
I'm
don't
saying.
even look 350.
Well, I'm 229.
I'm gonna defrost this here because I am gonna eat a little tofu tonight, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get back into my regular eating, like get some nutrition in my body because I haven't been able to eat. But this is like a treat now. This is a treat now. This is not something that I'll be eating on the daily basis.
Nicole, you get ready. You get ready now because Jan, follow her page. Jan's in her kitchen, in her own kitchen, and on Facebook.
She gotta send me her own page now because I was over here on my tablet looking and I still can't find her.
Really?
Oh, I'll send you a friend request. I'll find you. Yeah, let me put this down a little bit. I like this tripod though. Because I take it.
I got two. I only never use them, girl.
And that's why you're supposed to be donating.
Yeah. I ain't forgot.
I ain't forgot either.
I haven't forgot.
Like an elephant. You gotta be careful what you tell me.
But I love this show that I do, y'all. And like I tell people, it's those that's watching live, I thank y'all for coming in here. Yes, we created this segment because we want people to come in, talk what's on your mind, vent, because you'll be surprised what people are dealing with. You might be dealing with, it might be somebody, for an example, I always said they torn between moving to California for this job or staying with it. See, that's something that's bothering them. So talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Get it off your chest, have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's have a dialogue about it. You'll be surprised how you talk about something, and after you finish talking about it in your safe space, and after you finish, you be like, wow, I'm glad I got it off my chest. I feel better. Instead of walking around, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. Do I want to do this? But now if you come on and just bring it up amongst us, let's talk about it. Let's look at the pros and cons. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Because there's always somebody that can help you with your issue.
Yeah.
Because, like I met that other young lady, remember that they got the autism kids.
Yes.
You never know who can be on here that can help you with a situation, a problem. We are here for each other.
Tell it, Janet.
Okay. And we gotta accept that and believe that in our hearts. We are here for each other. We're not here to judge nobody. We're not here to put down nobody.
Nope.
No. We're here to help each other. If we don't come together as a community, as a Black or white or woman community, then we are lost.
We're lost.
And I appreciate it that I came on, and I feel much better than what I did.
Well, see, that's good. That's good.
And I do too. I seen Benton Time come up. I said, "Oh, Benton Time, wait."
Yeah. And a lot of times I'll wait when something upset me. I say, you know what? I ain't gonna go live right now and talk about it. I'm gonna wait till Wednesday and I'm gonna talk about it. Don't I do that, Jan? I'm gonna wait till Wednesday to bring this up. I'll wait till Wednesday. Now see, last Wednesday it won't Benton Time. I celebrated my little birthday, That's all right. When I said, I got it was 1 or 2 more, it was 2 more videos, but I just said, no, you know what, because that just got my go. I just felt bad. I just felt so bad for that woman. And I hope they sue the crap out of that hospital.
Oh yeah. Everybody involved. Jesus. Everybody involved. There ain't no secrets with God. He see all that. Everybody involved gonna pay for that humiliation.
I hope
everybody involved.
Her baby, grandchildren. Her baby never had to worry about that. Her baby, grandchildren won't never have to worry about now. She got through. When she get through with them, I sure hope so. And I really hope so.
But I will be keeping all of you guys in my prayer and definitely during your son And it was such a pleasure meeting you. And don't be a stranger because we always.
Oh, let me tell you, Janet. Let me tell you about Nicole. Now I gotta call. Now you back home now, Nicole. I gotta say this. And it's not because you up here, but because this is Janet first time meeting you. But let me say this, Janet. Probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, did my live. Nicole jumped up here. This young lady, every time I've been going live now, have been up here. Do you hear me?
Ooh.
If she haven't been up here just having a conversation with me, you see what I'm saying? She be watching and she'll be making comments or something. And Janet, the very first time since we've been doing this, Janet, she is the very first one that has ever sprinkled us out live when we first started.
Thank you so much.
So what I did, when I saw her do that, I told her, I got something for you, girl. So she done sent me her address. Yeah. See, because she didn't have to do that. That's the very first time.
That's right.
I mean, it might be people sharing us after the fact, but I'm talking about the very first person that shared us
consistent with it, you know,
live.
If you see me, because I follow a lot of people pages, and this one person, I follow her page, and she happened to put Miss J up there, and she was like, follow her page. So I said, let me go follow her page, and I've been following her. She told me to let her know when I'm coming back, and I had got back Monday morning or whatever.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I've been sharing. I've been up here.
She sure have. She'll be down in the comments and come right on in here. I guess when she get that notification, she click on it, and I appreciate that from you.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I appreciate it too. I appreciate you being there.
I really do,
because that helped her. You know, somebody being up there with Miss J. You know, and Miss J gonna keep doing it regardless of anybody there. But you know, I just feel bad because I haven't been, you know, physically or mentally, you know, able to assist as I, you know.
But no, honey, I let the viewers know that, you know, that
I know, but it's just a personal feeling, you know.
Okay, I get it, but just know that I understand, and you know what I told you. You know, you come on.
Miss J is a friend indeed, girl. That's one for the keeper. You know what I'm saying? So
thank you. You know what I told you. You come when you get ready.
I ain't trying to let her go. Okay, we finna fight. Somebody finna fight me behind her. Me and my best.
That's right. That's right. And you know what, Nicole? That's the thing.
My claws came out. She said her best friend.
That's the thing, Nicole. We have never really met one another, no more than in the makeup arena. So I can imagine because I swear I'm gonna tell her I want to come to Houston. We gonna have to come there if we don't stay but 3 nights somewhere, and I want you to take us to that place that you and your husband be going to y'all date night. I want to go there. I want us to go there.
Yeah, we gotta have some date nights.
I really
couple date nights.
I gotta do that.
First we'll go to like a vegan, and then we'll do something that the guys enjoy, you know, like a seafood. So y'all tune in with me on Saturday if God so says the same. That I'm gonna go live on my cooking show, but I'm not gonna be presenting just all plant-based foods because I'm the only plant-based eating person in this house.
Okay.
So my other daughter, remember the one that she's not around that much, but because she lives so far off. So she's going to be coming over this weekend, and I'm going to surprise her by doing a seafood boil. So I'm going to, and I'm allergic to seafood, by the way.
Oh, that's right, surely. That's right.
I got to take Benadryl. I got to get my EpiPen ready. I got to put a mask on and all that to do seafood. I'm going to do it outside. My husband's going to be on the grill, but I'm going to go live. They don't even know that, of course.
Well, I already know that if you can't come to the segment, the Saturdays we do our segments. So if you can't,
that's at 7 though, right?
Right.
So this year we'll be doing earlier part of the day.
Yeah.
So we'll see. You know.
All right.
It's just that.
Janet, I'm gonna let you close us out.
Well, bye, y'all. No. I can be quite silly sometimes, but I just want to say that everybody, I truly enjoy them. The listeners who are going to tune in later, those that are doing the replay, and of course you, Miss Tanya. Maybe I'm bad with names, Nicole. I truly appreciate all the support that you bring. I love talking to you, conversation. Love to chat with you even later too,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we can share some things. I love sharing God's word, the Bible, with everyone,
She sure
because
do.
it is the only way to happy family life. It is only way, and we got to remember, to all viewers that are listening and looking, that we can't just always expect God to listen and answer our prayers. We have to listen to God as well. And the only way we do that is by his long letter that he inspired man to write for us today. That's the way that God speaks to us, is through his word, the Bible. We don't have to say, oh, God came to me in a vision out there. You don't know that for sure. But what you do know is when you open up the good book, when you open up them holy scriptures, that God is going to directly speak to you through his word, because there is nothing that's done under the sun that hasn't already been done.
All
You see what I'm
right.
saying?
That's what I'm talking about. See?
Yeah, there's nothing done. Not one thing, whatever you can imagine, has been done. And people said that my kids, I don't know nothing about. I messed up doing this. My kids didn't come with a manual. Oh, yes, it did. And it's called the Bible. I don't know that much about being married. I ain't never been married before. Well, pick up your God's word, the Bible. I don't know nothing about being this way or that way, about same-sex marriages, or about lying or cheating or stealing. Well, the Bible can tell you all you need to know about those things. And anything that's been done. See, like people think about homosexuality, they think, oh, that just came along in a second. No, no, no. That already been done
Mm-hmm.
for the Bible.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? There is nothing that has been done under the sun that hasn't. So history is constantly repeating itself. And that's why the scriptures was written thousands of years ago, but for us to benefit from today. So I say this again, like I always say, y'all just too stressed. Don't be stressed, because you're way too blessed.
See?
And y'all continue to stay tuned and continue to share the video and show some. Okay.
I got one thing, one announcement. Janet, I don't know if I told you, our segment of autism, bringing awareness to autism, is going to be done, going to be redone, because we had so many technical issues that day. It's going to be redone on the 23rd of this month.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's agreed to come back, because that segment just had too many technical issues, and my screen all blurry. If you go back and look at it, you can't hardly see me, because what it was, when I put my camera up, I had lotion on my hand, and I didn't know I had lotion on my camera lens. I'm all blurred out. I'm like, So yeah, so it's gonna be on the 23rd. And we also have Mr. Henderson. Oh, look at there.
My daughter brought me these today. She came out
the store.
She came
they
out the
are
store
gorgeous. And we also, on the 30th, we are having Mr. Henderson come back. Yes.
Oh yeah, I missed that one.
Yes, he's coming back. And we're gonna be talking about colorism. And his movie came out. So that started last month. His movie started last month. So anyway, those are the announcements. And I got Jen, I get with you and tell you other little things that we're gonna be I want us to do.
Yeah, just get with me.
Yeah. But in the
meantime, y'all, I gotta get out of here.
We're getting ready to go. I love y'all.
I love y'all too.
Bye-bye.
Stay blessed.
Be blessed.
You too, sweetie.